The mysterious disappearance of the vanishing Sandy Island. The mysterious disappearance of Sandy Island, a phantom landmass that once appeared on maps but was later revealed to be non-existent. This is a fascinating tale of human error, scientific curiosity, and the enduring mystery of our world. The story of Sandy Island is not just about a missing island, it is a metaphor for the ever-evolving nature of truth and the importance of questioning what we think we know. Sandy Island, also known as Isla Disable or Isla Arenosa, it was first charted by the British whaling ship Velocity in 1876. For well over a century, it appeared on maps, atlases, and even digital platforms like Google Earth, located in the Coral Sea between Australia and New Caledonia. The island was depicted as a strip of land approximately 15 miles long, which is about the same size as Manhattan Island, and it was nestled in a remote part of the Pacific Ocean. In November of 2012, a sinister scenario unfolded as a team of Australian scientists aboard the research vessel, the Southern Surveyor, made a startling discovery. They discovered that Sandy Island did not exist. The scientists were led by geologist Maria Seaton of the University of Sydney. They were conducting a geological survey of the region when they noticed discrepancies between their navigational charts and the seafloor data they were collecting. According to the maps, Sandy Island should have been directly in their path, but their instruments showed nothing but open water. Intrigued, they sailed to the coordinates where the island was supposed to be and found nothing. No land, no shallow reefs, just the blue ocean. The deep blue ocean. The island had vanished, or more accurately, it had never been there in the first place. The story of Sandy Island spans over a century, marked by its appearance and eventual erasure from maps. This is a timeline. In 1876, the island is first recorded by the crew of the Velocity, who noted its presence in their ship's log. The coordinates were added to the British Admiralty charts, and the island became a part of maritime lore. By the 20th century, Sandy Island continued to appear on maps, including those produced by the United States Defense Mapping Agency and the National Geographic Society. Its existence was rarely questioned, as the region was remote and infrequently visited. In 2012, the Australian research vessel, the Southern Voyager, discovered the island's absence. This sparked international attention. News outlets around the world reported on the missing island, and cartographers scrambled to update their maps. And ever since 2012, Sandy Island is officially removed from maps and digital platforms including Google Earth and Google Maps. The incident prompted a re-evaluation of other potentially phantom landmasses and the accuracy of historical cartographic records. Could the disappearance of Sandy Island be attributed to a combination of human error, technological limitations of the time, and the challenges of exploring remote regions of our planet? Over the years, several theories have been proposed to explain how the island came to be charted in the first place. Over the years, a whole host of theories have been put forward to explain the disappearance of Sandy Island, and these include navigational errors. The crew of the Velocity may have misidentified a floating pumice raft, a common phenomenon in volcanic regions, as a solid landmass. Pumice rafts are formed when volcanic eruptions eject lightweight porous rock into the ocean, which can accumulate and reassemble an island from a distance. Alternatively, the sailors may have mistaken a large wave or a cloud bank for land. Some historians have speculated that the island's inclusion on maps may have been intentional, either as a copyright trap to catch plagiarists, or a way to conceal the location of valuable fishing grounds or shipping routes. Once the island was recorded, its existence was perpetuated through generations of maps without verification. Cartographers often rely on existing charts, and errors can be copied and amplified over time. And while this next scenario is less likely, some have suggested that the island may have existed at one point, but was later submerged due to tectonic activity or rising sea levels. However, there is no geological evidence to support this theory. The case of Sandy Island. This raises important questions about the reliability of human knowledge and the tools we use to understand our world. This highlights the limitations of historical cartography and the importance of modern technology in verifying and correcting past mistakes. The Sandy Island incident. This underscores the vastness and the mystery of the ocean. And remember, the world's oceans remains one of the least explored and one of the most misunderstood parts of our planet. And another thing, Sandy Island serves as a reminder that truth is not static. What we accept as fact today may be disproven tomorrow, and our understanding of the world is constantly evolving. And this is particularly relevant in an age of information overload, where misinformation can spread rapidly and persist despite evidence to the contrary. All throughout history, countless mysteries have puzzled humanity, but few are as eerie and perplexing as the disappearance of Sandy Island. This island, once marked on maps for over a century, vanished, not in the traditional sense of sinking beneath the waves, but by being erased from the world's geographical records. The case of Sandy Island raises intriguing questions about human perception, the fallibility of scientific knowledge, and the intersection of myth and reality in a modern world. Few stories have the power to captivate us more than the ones that remain unknown. Myths, legend, intrigue us with their intrigue. Why is their message coded? Despite the best efforts of cryptographers and researchers, their message remains hidden. The mystery of Sandy Island taps into a deeper philosophical question. How much of what we know is actually real? If a landmass can exist in official records for over a century and then be wiped away overnight, what other misconceptions or accepted truths might be based on similar errors? What do you guys think about this? Comments below, and as always, thank you for watching.
Which is much larger than any of the nearby islands which do exist. It's completely possible that it was a human error in digitizing these maps at some stage, and it's just entered the databases once and it's stuck around inside the databases because no scientific vessels have actually been in that region for a very, very long time. It's a very poorly explored part of the world, like much of our oceans, unfortunately. So it was a great opportunity for us to actually update the maps, update the data, and get a better understanding of the whole region and its tectonic evolution as well. The maps of Mars and the Moon are much higher resolution and coverage than what we have of our own oceans. So we really need to go back, send more vessels and research vessels out there to map the ocean floor and better understand what's out there.